I'm curious, where's the line for you? Like where does comedy where is it no longer a joke and now we've got a fucking problem? Where is that?
Well,
Where I'm curious as to, and maybe it's a squiggly line. Maybe
yeah, I
for
mean,
maybe it
look,
moves and stuff, but I'm curious what your view is on that.
look, in my personal life, I've said a lot of things that if someone was recording me constantly,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'd definitely be canceled for something, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
quote unquote
You
canceled.
know?
Yeah.
Um, for me personally, a lot of it's a gut check if I feel good about having said it or saying it or not. So I made this one joke about my family,
Uh huh.
and I it didn't get that many laughs. And it was really derogatory about a certain person. And I realized it just wasn't funny
Mm-hmm.
because it was just hurtful. And then it was almost like, well, that's something that needs to be said in therapy, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
and not on a stage.
Yeah.
Um, I won't I won't use the N word,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Um, no, but that's not that obvious, Kyle. That's the thing, because a lot of people think they have the right to use it because I have the right to say whatever I want,
Yeah. I think that's
right?
one. That's
But
a line.
I mean, I have no reason to use it anyway. I'm not going to do racist jokes.
Right.
I think for me, yeah, it's a gut check, and my name's Rabiah Coon. I mean, my last name,
It's an unfortunate last name, I gotta say.
right? It's a racial
Yeah.
slur, and
Yeah.
so what do I do with it? Well, um, I say, my name's unique because it's both ethnic and racist.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I would
So that's the
introduce
joke I
myself. I would
tell.
introduce myself and then duck, like, are there any black
Well, I
people?
do,
Okay, there are
and
no black people here.
I'll
Cool.
play to it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
play to it and I'll see, and people are uncomfortable with it. And it's an uncomfortable joke sometimes, and it hasn't always gone over well.
yeah.
And I have to understand that though I know my intent with it is to really make fun of myself and to acknowledge the elephant in the room, that someone could still be offended that I'm even saying the word.
Mm,
And I can't tell them, well, you shouldn't feel how you feel. That's how they feel,
yeah,
And I, so what do I think is too far for other people? I don't know. I mean, I guess whatever they can't defend,
yeah,
you know? And if your only defense is, well, I can say whatever I want,
hmm
I don't think you've put much thought into it.
yeah. That's not a very good. Honestly, for me, it comes down to how you act, like how you act as a person, like elsewhere.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
somebody like Tom Segura, or I don't even. I'll just use Tom Segura.
Yeah.
Somebody like him, or even Dave. Uh, so Tom could tell a joke that is like tongue in cheek,
Mm-mm.
like a stereotype against black people or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like he can do that because I know, and the audience knows, everyone knows, like
Mm-hmm.
we know you're not racist. You are. This is
Mm-hmm.
clearly a like,
Yeah.
eh, eh? Okay, yeah, cool, awesome, cool, awesome. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's being like coy, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's clearly a joke. It's
Mm-hmm.
when it's like when you're not sure if that was supposed to be a joke. You're like, okay, like you could tell the exact same joke. Like another person could tell the exact same joke, and this is what's fucked up about this.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else can tell that exact same joke, but because you know something about that person or like
Mm-hmm.
them, you're like, I don't know if you're
Yeah.
allowed to say that, bud. Like, and
Yeah.
that's what's so weird about this stuff is it's not very black and white.
No, it's
It's
nuanced.
extremely gray. I mean, the whole thing is gray. You might have a
Yeah.
black line over here and a white line over here, but in between, I mean, it's nothing but just
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what I don't think a lot of people can wrap their heads around that.
Yeah, and I think the listening part's missing. And certainly for me, I'm not going to say I don't overreact or react without
Yeah,
all the information or something. I do, and so I'm not proud of that. It's just a fact. But like, I think too, if you say something and that you really hurt someone, and if your intention was to make everyone laugh and you didn't, you actually hurt people.
Yeah.
That's a good indication you're not very funny. And you can't say, "Oh, they're just not my audience." And like, if I had been at a KKK meeting or what is a rally, I guess,
Yeah.
then it would have been, it would have gone over funny there. But you guys are just too sensitive.
I like how I became the resident expert for a second there, like a KKK meeting, or what is it, a rally? A rally? Okay, cool, a rally.
I was just asking the air, but like, well, I don't want to offend them and call it a meeting.
Yeah, no, just certainly don't want to do that.
But like, then it's like, well, I don't know.
No, I totally understand what you're saying there. If you hurt, like if you say something and the entire room is like boo, and you're like, ah shit, okay. I mean, I've heard as a comedian you should stand your ground and like hold the fucking stage down and don't give in to that. But maybe, consider maybe swapping that joke out for the future.
Yeah, and it's what you as a person wants to do. I mean,
do some soul searching.
Me as a person, sometimes I don't think I'm even built for it, right? Because it's like, I think I have very strong views on I just know how I've evolved. I know where I grew up. I know the home I grew up in. I know how I've evolved and my viewpoints evolved over time. And I know that things I used to say, I wouldn't say now, and it doesn't mean they were right back then. And now they're wrong. They were not right. But my knowledge or my understanding of things was different. And so I feel like we need to give people that space. And I think people can say whatever they want, but just don't, if you're not going to get if I don't laugh at your rape joke, those are jokes I don't think are funny, right?
Yeah.
If I don't laugh at your rape joke, because it reminds me of a time that I was in a position where I was scared of that happening to me, well, don't come for me.
Yeah.
Like maybe your experience with rape, sir, was a positive one, but there are a lot of people it hasn't been.
Yeah.
And so don't expect everyone to laugh at it.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that clip. Full episodes of the Small Stuff Podcast are available on YouTube and wherever it is you get your podcasts. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all the things, links in the description. We'll see you later.